DJ Hess.
What's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, and I'm bringing you guys some survival mode on Insane. Now, this is the very last map out of all of the maps on Insane, and I just wanted to give it a playthrough. There's 2 videos. I don't make it really far or anything because it gets pretty damn difficult. But I wanted to post some gameplay on it and see how you guys are doing in survival, if you guys liking it, and what your thoughts are on it. So this is basically, if you guys don't know survival, you have to unlock by rank up. So you rank up differently in survival than you do from multiplayer, but as you rank up, you're able to unlock more things. So the first one maps you're able to unlock, you start off in the beginning with just 4 maps, and they're dedicated maps, and in those 4 maps, they're all beginner level difficulty. Then as you go and level up, then you unlock the next 4 maps, and those ones are the intermediate, and then as you level up, 4 more for hard, and then as you level up to 25, then you can unlock all of the ones on Insane. And I unlocked all of the ones on Insane, so I figured I'd post some gameplay on it. But it's an interesting mode. Unfortunately, like, you can't choose the map. Like, you can't play Dome on Insane because Dome is actually just the normal intermediate level map. You have to play it on that game setting, so you can't play it on different difficulty settings, which I found kind of interesting. I thought it would have been better if you could have just chose any map and the difficulty you wanted on them, but fortunately that wasn't the situation. In this Insane, though, you do end up starting with the M16, the red dot, which is better than what you start off with in the other games where you just end up starting off with like a pistol or whatever. You do have a pistol as a secondary, but yeah, I was just trying to give this a try in solo and see if I can make it a little bit of a ways in. And unfortunately, so there's just 2 videos. This is going to be part 1. There'll be another part up following this, or tomorrow, and I'll show you the rest of it. But I think I ended up killing one of the juggernauts in this video, and then just kind of going from there. Now, one thing for a tip wise for playing survival mode in general, no matter what the difficulty, is if you have the money, don't hoard it. Definitely use it. Use it on equipment. Use it on body armor. Use it on sentry guns. I mean, anything that you can actually buy that you can afford, I recommend doing it. Now, there's some sort of strategy involved with that. Obviously, you want to have body armor. You want to have the quick revive. And you don't start off with the quick revive. I'm calling it quick revive, but just from zombies. But of course it's called something different. But regardless, I'm gonna call it fucking quick revive because I like that. So you don't start off with it on Insane. You do in the normal or the easy mode. You start off with it. And then I don't know if you saw that there was a dog chasing after me with C4 strapped to it. That has to be like animal cruelty or some sort. That can't be cool, man. PETA or whatever the fuck better not see this. I'll be pissed and be like, oh, those dogs had C4 on them. They're blowing up dogs over there on that Modern Warfare game. But fuck, I don't even know what I was talking about. This commentary is gonna be kind of all over the place. And so the video is about 10 minutes long. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember what I was talking about. I've lost all train of thought thinking about these poor little puppy dogs right there. So let's see. So here. I know what I was saying. Buying the right unlocks. Like, one thing once you unlock the air support area, it's going to be pretty important that you guys use the Delta Squad on a regular basis. Basically, anytime you don't have to, anytime you can and you have the money, just release the Delta Squad, because then they kind of help you out a bit. And like, I've ran into situations where it would have been nice to have some assistance and I didn't have it, and as a result I ended up dying. So just throwing that out there. But the grenades and the stuns actually are really important as well, and you'll notice the stuns help immensely when you're playing against juggernauts. If you don't have predator missiles, because predator missile is my first instinct of just using a predator missile, dropping that shit on them, and then you automatically can beat them. However, like, if you use the stun grenades, and if you don't have predator missiles, you don't have any money or anything like that, if you use a stun grenade on them and you just spam them with bullets, they automatically drop to their knees when you stun them, and then they'll slowly get back up. So it gives you a second to put a full clip into them and then go from there. The other thing for strategy-wise for playing this sort of map or sort of game type is to move around a lot. It's like I think instinctively people are like, oh, all these bad guys are bad boys. That was really gay of myself to say that. The bad guys are going to be chasing after you and shit, and so you're like, oh, I'm going to post up and hide in a building. The downside of that is if you actually do just post up and hide in a building, you'll just get overran. So, like, I think strategically it's okay to do that, but you just have to run and then post up in a building, kill some people, and then you might have to run again because especially when you're fighting a juggernaut round, if you post up in a building, you're fucked. Like, you can post up in a building, kill the people that are coming in. As soon as the juggernaut starts coming out after you, then it's pretty much go time. Otherwise, you're gonna die. Because if it's 1v1 against a juggernaut, your armored vessel will be gone instantly. The other thing is that there'll be mixed rounds where there's helicopters that like Pavlos on the screen and juggernauts and stuff, and so you just gotta kind of run around and hide in the buildings if you can, because it's just it gets kind of like it's like mayhem almost, just running around like crazy, making these kills. But it's not as hard as I thought it would be, I have to say. I mean, like, I thought one bullet would have just killed me, but I do have to remember that I have a vest on, so maybe that makes all the difference in the world. But this versus playing the story mode on Vet, I would think that the story mode on Vet is actually a little bit more just difficult in general, and maybe that's just me, I don't know. But I've played all of the Call of Duties on Veteran, except for Modern Warfare 2, ironically, and I beat all of them on Veteran. But they get repetitive and painful, man. It's just like the system sometimes is a little messed up. Like, you can scroll, and some enemies or some maps, enemies will just appear out of nowhere, just keep appearing because that's where they're supposed to be spawning in at, and they won't stop spawning in at those certain locations until you progress forward in the right direction on the map. And some situations you don't know where the right direction is, and then all of a sudden you end up dying. Because you're overrun with like endless number of individuals that are running after you. But you can see right here, I already called in the Delta Squad, I believe, or maybe I didn't have enough money. I can't remember. No, maybe I didn't have enough money because I had 2,500. So, but you can see right there the Pavlos coming in. I believe they're dropping a Juggernaut down, and then I'm gonna have to fight one this round. And you'll see what I was talking about by trying to just run around as the best strategy. So really easy to die in this game, though. As soon as you get down once, it's just consider yourself done almost, because especially if there's a Juggernaut on the screen, or if you get down outside area, that's one thing I think is kind of shitty. Like, it's nice that they give you the option to have like a quick revive, but it's shitty for the fact that you can't even like use it sometimes, and all of a sudden you'll just end up dying. Like, I think you have a certain amount of bullets, and there's when I was like, oh fuck, I actually am fighting against a Juggernaut. If you have a lot of bullets and stuff, then maybe it's one thing, but anyway, I don't know. I've lost all train of thought here. I got to prepare for a meeting for work, and I probably need to start focusing on that a little bit here. But as you can see, I'm just running around and trying to avoid this guy, trying to avoid that chopper, and just try to survive a bit longer, because it is getting a little hairy. And of course, I'm new to the map, and I just walked myself into a corner, not really knowing where I'm going. But yeah, at this point I was getting killed by this thing so much, and you just have to spam some bullets into it and then just move before it starts shooting you, because as soon as it starts shooting you, you're instantly going to be red. So it's just kind of smart. My dog wants me to play with her as I'm fucking doing a commentary, so I have to throw the toy for the dog. It's so funny. I work from home a lot. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but I have a full-time job and I work from home quite a bit. Majority of the week I work from home, and so I have to just sit here with these dogs, and they're just annoying. I mean, they're not. I love these dogs to death, but they're annoying as shit when you're trying to do fucking when I'm trying to do work or do commentaries. But when I have conference calls from home, it's just such a pain in the ass. They're so loud. And you can see right there, the Juggernaut got stunned. He dropped down, and I started spamming him. But again, 1v1. If you're not behind cover and advancing, moving, and finding more cover, then those guys will just run after you and handle you. One thing that I have found very, very effective against the Juggernauts is C4. So if you have C4, I recommend you using it. Works better than Claymores. C4, just throwing a pack down and having them use that is pretty helpful. But down to my last stun here, so I was like, fuck, I missed him with that one. Let's try to get him. And right here, I'm just spamming him with a full thing of bullets, and you can see it ended up killing him. Anyway, this is the end of this video, and if you guys like this gameplay, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like, check out the other videos on my channel, and look for the next part in this series coming out tomorrow or the next day. Thanks.